Sit down, please, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. Welcome you to TechBharat, sir.
Namaste. Very good afternoon. Thank you very
Okay,
much.
sir.
Sir, good afternoon. Chandramouli Shankaranethra.
Namaste. Good afternoon. Karisiddappa.
ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ?
ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಸರ್.
ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಸರ್, ನಮಸ್ತೆ.
ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಕರೆಸಿದ್ದಪ್ಪ ಅಯ್ಯರ್.
ಗುಡ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ನೂನ್ ಸರ್. ಗುಡ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ನೂನ್ ಸರ್.
ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ನೂನ್ ಸರ್.
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್, ಎಸ್ ಸರ್. ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ವಾ?
Starting 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock ಆಯ್ತು ಸರ್.
Mute for some time. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We will begin the session in 2
Very
minutes.
good afternoon. Yes.
We're just waiting for Dr. Sachidanand, Honorable Vice Chancellor, to join us. He'll be joining in another 2 minutes. We'll start off the session, sir.
Sir.
I request all the guests on the stage to switch on their cameras, please. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. A warm welcome to you all to the launch of Hackathon at TechBharat. Hackathon at TechBharat is an innovation grand challenge to promote young minds and innovators and foster a culture of innovation for larger good in the areas of education and healthcare. Hackathon at TechBharat is an initiative of Laghu Udyog Bharati and IMS Foundation dedicated to the cause of nation building. Our goal is to create intellectual wealth, thought leadership in areas of education and healthcare. We provide a platform for the innovators to work and solve common problems through the use of disruptive ideas and technologies to create sustainable and lasting value. Why does India need a hackathon? Hackathons are proving grounds for new ideas. They are especially good tools to stimulate the creative and problem-solving juices of the young minds. Hackathons are great, not necessarily because the silver bullet will be found, but because participants may find something they never knew they were looking for. A hackathon can build a genuine business case for submission that justifies and facilitates further development and investment in the team that provide the solution. At the outset, we thank our partners, hackathon challengers, and the supporters. A heartfelt thanks to AICTE, VTU, and RGUHS in supporting the vision and encouraging us. A thanks to BMS College of Engineering, Pinode, Artilab Foundation, Additive Accreate Labs, Supra Healthcare, Neutrinos, and Edutech Labs. Let's move on to the event. I now request Ms. Dhruti to give the invocation song and invoke the Lord's blessings. Dhruti, you may start now. Please unmute, Dhruti.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm going to start. Just
Dhruti, you have to unmute that.
Shuklam Varadare Devi Aksharamala Dharini Shuklam Varadare Devi Aksharamala धारिणी ज्ञानरूपिणी शारदे विद्यां देहि नमोऽस्तुते विद्यादेहि नमोऽस्तुते भक्ताये शारदे शारदे भक्ताये शारदे भक्ताये शारदे शारदे भक्ताये शारदे शृङ्गेरी माते सदा पूजिते ಬಂಗಾರ ಶಾರದೆ ಚಿರಶಾಂತಿದಾತೆ ಸದಾ ಪೂಜಿತೆ ಭಕ್ತಾಯೇ ಶಾರದೆ ಶಾರದೆ ಭಕ್ತಾಯೇ ಶಾರದೆ ತುಂಗೆಯ ಗಂಗೆಯೊಳ್ ತನುವನು ಮೀಸಿ ಶ್ರೀಗಂಧ ಲೇಪಿಸಿ ಪರಿಮಳ ಪೂಸಿ ತುಂಗೆಯ ಗಂಗೆಯೊಳ್ ತನುವನು ಮೇಸಿ ಶ್ರೀಗಂಧ ಲೇಪಿಸಿ ಪರಿಮಳ ಪೂಸಿ ಪಟ್ಟು ಪೀತಾಂಬರ ಹೂಮಾಲೆ ಧರಿಸಿ ಪಟ್ಟು ಪೀತಾಂಬರ ಹೂಮಾಲೆ ಧರಿಸಿ ಬಾರಮ್ಮ ಹರಸಿ ನಸೊನಗೆ ಸೂಸಿ ಬಾರಮ್ಮ ಹರಸಿ ನಸೊನಗೆ ಸೂಸಿ ಭಕ್ತಾಯೇ ಶಾರದೆ ಶಾರದೆ ಭಕ್ತಾಯೇ ಶಾರದೆ ಗುರು ಶಂಕರರೇ ವೇದದೊಳ್ ನುಡಿಯಲಿ ಕರದಲ್ಲಿ ವೀಣೆ ಸಗಮದನಿ ನುಡಿಸಲಿ ಗುರು ಶಂಕರರೇ ವೇದದೊಳ್ ನುಡಿಯಲಿ ಕರದಲ್ಲಿ ವೀಣೆ ಸಗಮದನಿ ನುಡಿಸಲಿ ರಾಗ ಭಾವಲಯ ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯ ಮೊಳಗಲಿ ರಾಗ ಭಾವಲಯ ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯ ಮೊಳಗಲಿ ತವ ಸುರಗಾನವು ತನು ಮನ ತಣಿಸಲಿ ತವ ಸುರಗಾನವು ತನು ಮನ ತಣಿಸಲಿ ಭಕ್ತಾಯೇ ಶಾರದೆ ಶಾರದೆ ಭಕ್ತಾಯೇ ಶಾರದೆ ಶೃಂಗೇರಿ ಮಾತೆ ಸದಾ ಪೂಜಿತೆ ಬಂಗಾರ ಶಾರದೆ ಚಿರಶಾಂತಿದಾತೆ ಸದಾ ಪೂಜಿತೆ ಭಕ್ತಾಯೇ ಶಾರದೆ ಶಾರದೆ ಭಕ್ತಾಯೇ ಶಾರದೆ ಭಕ್ತಾಯೇ ಶಾರದೆ ಶಾರದೆ ಭಕ್ತಾಯೇ ಶಾರದೆ 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 ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
Should I join or can I?
Thank you, Dhruti. That was melodious.
Sorry.
I now request Mr. Anand, co-founder Nani.ai, to come on stage and welcome the gathering. Over to you, Mr. Anand.
Thank you, Vishu. Good afternoon, one and all. It's indeed a pleasure to welcome all of you for the launch of the Global Hackathon event at TechBharat 2020. I would like to invite the distinguished guests, Dr. Mohit Gambhir, Innovation Director, MOE, Government of India, Dr. S. Sachidananda, Honorable Vice Chancellor, RGHS Karnataka, Dr. Kari Siddappa, Honorable Vice Chancellor, VTU Karnataka, Shri D.M. Kiran, CEO ONGC Foundation, New Delhi, Shri Parth Patel, VC and Startup Ecosystem at Amazon Internet Services, Shri Vatsal Kanikya, Principal and CTO 100x VC, and all our exhibitors, sponsors and media friends. Distinguished members, participants and invitees and the participants. On behalf of Laghu Udyog Bharati Karnataka, may I extend a very warm welcome to all the distinguished guests present virtually at second edition of TechBharat. Along with IMS Foundation, Laghu Udyog Bharati Karnataka, the apex organization in the service of micro and small industry in India, is organizing its second edition of TechBharat. The focus of the second edition of TechBharat is on empowering education and healthcare in India. The second edition is being organized on a massive scale, as it was demonstrated in our first preview event, which was organized on December 18, 2020, and finally culminating on March 5th and 6th of 2021, along with the second pre-event, which is held on 22nd January 2021. The scale at which we are doing the TechBharat edition 2 is that we are having over 10,000 plus participants, 100 plus eminent speakers, 250 plus exhibitors, 100 plus business meets, and 50 plus collaborations, and 50 plus hours of virtual show will go on air. The virtual conclave this year has been divided into 2 tracks, with parallel sessions on bringing together every stakeholder in the field of education and healthcare to share their knowledge, promote their businesses, and utilize the networking opportunity that the TechBharat platform is providing. The conclave is aimed at networking more than 10,000 plus participants representing Indian establishment to interact with global community. Let me now officially announce that as the significant part of this flagship event, IMS Foundation and Laghu Udyoga Bharati is hosting Global Hackathon with specific focus on 2 tracks, education and healthcare, which is of the much needed interest at this hour. Let me give you a few highlights on the Global Hackathon event. In collaboration with All India Council of Technical Education AICTE, Visvesvaraya Technological University VTU, and Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences RGHS, TechBharat is exclusively organizing a global hackathon virtually. The hackathon will be spread over a duration of 60 days, starting today, that is 30th December 2020 till February 28, 2020, covering both Edutech and Healthtech domains. We have listed out 20 challenges and problem statements. We call upon ideators, visionaries to come up with path-breaking and virginal solutions from the best brains to address this 20 plus problem statements, which will ultimately enrich the standard and ease of living parameters for the masses. As looked for, the winners of Hackathon Challenge will be awarded and rewarded on March 4, 2020. The icing on the cake is that many investment committees will be part of the jury and would extend the investments to promising solutions. Just to give a very peek into awards and rewards, an INR of 1 lakh rupees will be awarded to each of the top 20 plus problem solving ideas or solutions, innovations in Healthtech and Edutech globally. TechBharat will provide opportunity of meeting global investment community, business coaches, startup mentors on its platform. As needed, the elite panel of judicators will educate the hackathon. Startup investment by 100x VC is extending a startup investment to a size of INR 25 lakh each for winners of hackathon. As a process, in addition to hackathon's panel of jury, the winners will be evaluated by 100x VC team. Upon meeting all the requirements of the investment committee of 100x VC startups, can become a part of 100x VC's Class 04 portfolio of startups. As we understand, healthcare and global education are 2 vital streams globally that basically drives the GDP and the economic growth significantly. We at TechBharat, hosted by LUBK and IMS Foundation, would like to do our small bit by contributing to the growth of Indian economy. Before I close, I once again take this opportunity to extend a hearty welcome to all distinguished guests, sponsors, and participants. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Anand. I now request Mr. Arun Hiriana, committee member of TechBharat, to give an overview of Hackathon. Over to you, Mr. Arun. Sir, you're on mute.
Thanks, Mr. Rishabh. First of all, distinguished chief guests on the dais. First of all, and the participants and partners, tech partners and knowledge partners. I would like to highlight upon why Hackathon for that. Most of the things already Anant might have updated you in terms of TechBharat 2.0 version, how it will be. We wanted to make this TechBharat 2.0 as a unique thing, as virtually we are already there. So when we are virtually already there, connecting the world community together, let's ignite the essence of a nation building initiative through both Lagu Udyoga Bharati and IMS Foundation. So then we mulled in a committee, then we realized it is better way to reach igniting the students and the professional together to take into a next level of hackathon. This hackathon is almost, it is a kind of a uniqueness which will carry the both Edutech and Healthtech. And apart from that, from this, there will be a nation building activities towards a lot of disability people might be useful for them to use a technology. This is also additional in our hackathon. Anant might have already highlighted in terms of who are all the technology partners and knowledge partners with us. So again, this TechBharat Hackathon, it is a completely an initiative of an IMS Foundation and a Lagu Udyoga Bharati. In this, we are going to work on a completely a nation building an activity. It is called as a Solve for Bharat. So the most of the things which has been already there and it is going to release in today's the problem statements, student and professionals is going to launch and log into that and do solve for the country. And this TechBharat platform of an hackathon will enable a innovation out of the box, thinking in young students, young minds, and especially in the professional colleges whom they are already there, and also a professional who is going to be in the technology part. With this intention, our hackathon is going to start from today with all presence of all you people, and definitely this is again I'm repeating that will be one of a nation building initiative from Lagu Udyoga Bharati and the IMS Foundations. Thanks for all.
Thank you, Mr. Arun Hiriana. Hackathon seems exciting and promising. It is a great opportunity for the student and professional community to exercise their talent and work on pressing problems in the field of Edutech and Healthtech, and get noticed by VCs and investors too. I now request the Honorable Vice Chancellor of Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences, Dr. S. Sachidanand, to address the gathering. He is a pioneer in starting fellowship courses in dermatosurgery, aesthetic dermatology, and trichology. He is the president of Association of Cutaneous Surgeons of India. He has served as the president of South Asian Regional Association of Dermatologists and is the founder president of Association of Facial Aestheticians and Surgeons of India. He has also served as the Dean cum Director of Bangalore Medical College and Research Institute and Registrar of RGHS. Sir, over to you.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon to one and all. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
You're
sir.
audible.
Yeah. Thank you. First of all, RGHS is very privileged and happy to associate as a Hackathon Challenges and as a partner for this great event which is spanning over 2 months period. I congratulate all those who have conceptualized this whole idea of hackathon, a global hackathon wherein students from both education side and the health side can participate. Even the faculty can participate and come out with great ideas. Many a times it so happens that we have ideas, but we don't know what to do with those. Many a times such brilliant ideas they just fade away without seeing the light of the day. And such hackathons bring forward and also provides an opportunity for young minds to excel, to create, to innovate, and then to come forward with ideas which can be incubated and then brought out to the advantages of the society. So such hackathons are very fruitful, very meaningful, and very essential in this part of time. And thanks to COVID, I think this is the first time that it's being conducted virtually. Last time it was the first edition was physically done. Now it's virtual. So it has no boundaries. It has no geographical limitations. Anybody can participate. That's why the TechBharat's hackathon it will definitely attract many talents from across the country and also abroad. I wish this function a grand success. We are very happy to be associated with this event, and in any such venture, we will definitely partner, and we will also see that the word spreads and more medical students, dental students, and also the health science students participate in this hackathon and make this event a grand success. I wish the whole hackathon a grand success and thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable and encouraging words. I now request the Honorable Vice Chancellor of Visvesvaraya Technological University, Dr. Kari Siddhappa, to address the gathering. Dr. Kari Siddhappa has over 34 years of teaching and research experience. His journey began with a PhD from IIT Roorkee and an MTech from IIT Madras. He has held various positions across his career, including Principal of Government Engineering College, Arkin, and as a lecturer at Aditya Institute of Technology. He aims to create an exciting and supportive learning environment that transforms engineering students and inspires them to work for the development of the society. Sir, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir, for your valuable.
Sir, you're on mute, sir. If you can unmute yourself. Thank you.
Sorry. Namaste to one and all. Thank you for this opportunity. Dr. Sachidanand Ji, the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences, Bangalore. Dr. Mohit Gambhir Ji, Innovation Director, Ministry of Education, New Delhi. Mr. Vatsal, Principal and CTO, Edutech.vc. Mr. Kiran DM, CEO, ONGC Foundation. Mr. Partha Patel, Vice Chairman and Startup Ecosystem, Amazon Internet Services Private Limited, Karnataka. Dr. S. Ravi Shankar, Principal of BMS College of Engineering and my Executive Committee member. Mr. Chandramouli, CTO of Shankara Netralaya. Members of the committee, Honorable Sri C.N. Bojarajri, Honorable Secretary, Lagu Udyog Bharati Karnataka and IMS Foundation. My dear participants, both from India and abroad, ladies and gentlemen, present media. I'm very much happy and delighted to be part of this program, TechBharat 2021, an excellent initiative by Lagu Udyog Bharati Karnataka and IMS Foundation. I also thank and compliment AICTE, VTU and RGHS and other partners to have a collaboration of each individual with this kind of an event, which is of very, very important and it has been kind so nicely with a very excellent theme, Edutech and Healthtech, which are of very prime importance. Friends, after the implementation of new National Education Policy 2020 in India, many things have started in this country, and also not only India or Karnataka state have a lot of aspirations in implementing NEP 2020. The whole globe is looking towards the implementation of NEP 2020, and also educational activities or improvements which are going to happen not only in Karnataka but across the India. Now we have learned many things, and educational technology or the introduction of technologies in education has definitely changed the way we were thinking, and also there were some constraints and rigidities and some kind of mindset which was so conducive or helpful in implementing technologies or ICT in our education system to promote the aspirations of present generation, which is not only aspirational in nature, good in using technology and good in learning through various platforms available. And thanks to COVID-19, which has definitely helped all of us to change our mindset and face the challenges in the right spirit to keep our learning process on track, especially the younger generation, on the right mode to acquire knowledge and skill set, which is definitely required, especially in professional educations like medicine, engineering, architecture, other related courses. Friends, we need to relook at the way in which we are designing our curriculum, assessing our students, and implementation of newer technologies in our education system. I think this TechBharat 2021 Hackathon will throw a light on all these activities, and definitely the young minds will come out with a concrete solution or suggestions to do what is required to them to make them highly professionals. And as rightly pointed out by the speakers and the committee members, the aspiration of this program is not simply in terms of giving them extra knowledge, posing them problems, getting some solution, identifying them and awarding them with first place or whatever cash prize or whatever it is. But more importantly, we need to create a generation which is going to be self-supported. The generation which aspires to become inspirational, not only in learning and making this country proud, but also to develop or create jobs or entrepreneurs, entrepreneurs, agriculture entrepreneurs, software entrepreneurs, tech entrepreneurs, in many ways to solve the problem of common man. So that is the kind of outcome as a teacher I would expect from this hackathon, so that number of youngsters will come out and raise their hand to become entrepreneurs, ideators. They themselves can be a venture capitalist and also create jobs for their own cult in India. So that is what is very important. Then coming back to the challenges we have in the education system, yes, we need to rethink. We must go for blended mode where technology and computer literacy will play a very important role in our education system. I think interventions like this and definitely industrial interventions in terms of whatever initiative Laghu Udyog Bharati is doing will go a long way in improving the system of young minds to become self-employers. And definitely this COVID-19, not only it has posed problems to technology, growth, our finances, education system, derailed many things, but also it has given wonderful challenges to face and sit right on top of the problems and get solution. The other problem which has posed by this is health system. health tech is very important. I keep discussing with Professor S. Chiranji how we can collaborate and work. The doctors and engineers, a common man and engineer and doctor should work together to solve many kind of problems. I think NEP will throw light on that. We are all very eager to implement and also break these barriers and continue with exceptionally good education system in India so that whole world should look towards us as it was doing some centuries ago. So with these few words, I thank the organizers for giving me an opportunity to share some of my thoughts. I wish the problems 20 and more which are posed to the young minds will have multiple solutions and very optimal solutions, economical solutions, and solutions which help the society not only to improve their health, education, but also to improve their economics and their status in the society. And once again, I thank you all for hearing me. I wish TechBharat 2021 continue to serve this nation, continue to have these kind of hackathons and many more very powerful and effective mechanisms to encourage the students of this country to become an excellent citizen and serve the nation. With these few words, I thank you all for hearing me, and I thank TechBharat 2021 and all the members of Lagu Udyog Bharati Karnataka and IMS Foundation for giving me an opportunity to share my thoughts and participate as one of the guests with such a excellent forum. Thank you very much. Namaste.
Thank you, sir, for those encouraging and inspiring words. Some very interesting thoughts and ideas on how engineering and healthcare students can collaborate and work to build solutions for the betterment of the society. Thank you so much, sir. I now request Mr. Kiran DM, CEO of ONGC Foundation, to address the gathering. Over to you, sir.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's a pleasure to be part of this launch of Hackathon by TechBharat. I would first congratulate Lagu Udyog Bharati on this initiative, and it's done in a very apt time because all of us understand we are going through a global disruption. In the startup industry, it's always looked at disruption. How do you disrupt so that your product, your ideas will sell well or have better acknowledgement? But the God himself in his own wisdom has given this kind of a global disruption, which has definitely thrown up a lot of challenges, both in terms of health, education, livelihood, and the entire economy as such. So this hackathon is especially focusing on Edutech and Healthtech will kind of propel those youngsters and visionarians to look at solving the problems. Because when the lockdown was announced in India, if you look at, suddenly about 400 million children were attending schools and colleges suddenly realized that from tomorrow they have nothing to do. It took some time to get back into the digital media of teaching, learning, and all that. But this also threw a challenge that more than 200 million children were not accessible for the digital mode. The digital gap was very much visible. So this is a challenge, a big challenge for a country like India with the highest population of youngsters staying here. Now also look at the health scenario. If you look at this, also thrown up a shocking realities for all of us when this pandemic happened, which means to say that yes, now we need to be better prepared and better aware of what are the things required. So if you look at both education and health, these contribute to, I would say, more than 60% of the challenges the nation is facing today. So this hackathon is fantastic at this point of time because then, yes, I'm sure that many of the ideas will be useful. Anything that works out between minds, youngsters, definitely the output is going to be good. And we are a country looking at innovation from all perspective. There is an ecosystem that is there. and to foster the development of innovation, definitely there are opportunities. And yes, with a healthy body and aspiring minds, we can definitely look at coming out with solutions. And when there is a collaboration of minds between the healers and the thinkers, definitely things will come well. Uh, Today, all of us are facing challenges from different directions. Uh, I think by the next 60 days, we will find a lot of solutions from this platform. And the onus lies with all of us to see how can we take this solution back to the masses. Because if you look at the reach, the last mile reach is what is going to make the difference of the novel product and ideas that is going to come out of this particular platform. So I wish all the best for the young hackathons, and congratulate again the Tech Bharat initiative for this. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your wishes, and we seek your encouragement and support going forward. Thank you so much, sir. I now request Mr. Vatsal Nakia, Principal and CTO of 100x.vc, to address the gathering. 100x.vc is the first VC to invest in early stage startups using India's safe notes. They are the investment partners at Hackathon at TechBharat and will be extending a funding of 25 lakhs rupees. The winners will be evaluated by 100x.vc team, and if they meet all requirements of the investment committee, they can become part of their Class 4 portfolio startups. Over to you, Mr. Vatsal.
Thank you. Thank you to all the stakeholders here, to IMS Foundation, to LUBK. Thank you for organizing Tech Bharat. I must compliment on you guys on the organization of this event, especially in such turbulent times. And thank you to all the speakers who are with me right now on the dais, especially the ones who've spoken before me. I think truer words have not been spoken for a while now. Lots of amazing points and motivational thoughts shared by them. I'd love to give a quick introduction to 100x and what we do and why we are excited about Tech Bharat. So basically, as it was introduced, we're first check investors in startups. So we've worked with startups from idea stage, say like companies which are at a few crores of annualized revenue, right? And we understand how startups grow and how products are built, and we understand the startup journey and what founders go through. And that's where I believe this is super important in event. All of you are builders today. I see a lot of engineers, a lot of doctors coming here and thinking, okay, I'm gonna build something, a solution which will solve problems. And I think that is very, very critical to the future of our nation, just like has been raised by all the speakers before this. And we're very keen to work with all the builders. We like to say it this way, right? When the times get tough, the builders start building. And this is the toughest of times, and I'm expecting all the builders to build some amazing things. So we're looking forward to seeing what you build and potentially working with you. A few things on what we would look at when thinking about a good product or a good startup, right? Just to potentially help you in figuring out what is a good way to build a business around the product I'm tackling. So we typically look at 5 things. One is the first thing we look at is the team, right? Is the team the right one? Are they builders? Are they, do they have expertise in the area they're building it, right? So I'm presuming all of you will have expertise in the areas or some level of knowledge which showcases that you are capable of building in the area you've chosen. The second part of it we would look at would be the market opportunity. How do you evaluate the market opportunity? Go for a market where there is it is a large, fast-growing market, along with no particular pole position players, right? So let's say it's a large market which is also growing fast and nobody is number one. That is a very, very attractive market to build in. The third is to build with a business model in mind, a business model which can make money, right? It is easy for us to think of hackathons and products just to win, or to build just from the purpose of, okay, this is solving a problem. But unless you're able to create monetary sustainable value for all stakeholders, this is not a product or business that might last too long. If you want to have sustainable long-term impact on the country, it is very important to have a solid business model which gives all the stakeholders the value they deserve, right? Lastly, we look at any IP or differentiation or moat that can be built around the business, which allows for the business to rise up and above its competitors and build a very differentiated and better product. So those were some points I would highly recommend you think on while building your hackathon project over the next 2 months. Thank you so much again to TechBharat, and all the best to all the builders who are here. May the odds be in your favor.
Thank you, Mr. Vatsal, for the inspiring words and supporting the startup community and inspiring innovation on the way. I now request Dr. B.V. Ravishankar, Principal, BMS College of Engineering, to address the gathering. Dr. Ravishankar and the team at BMS have been supportive and for the hackathon and have been of great support to the team at TechBharat. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. At the outset, let me thank the organizers for giving us an opportunity to facilitate this particular mega event, Tech Bharat. And also my thanks to the Lagu Bharat Udyog organization, and also I have to compliment and thank my faculty members, because it was they who came out with challenging problems, right? So my compliments and thanks also my faculty members. Now, our Vice Chancellor, Honorable Vice Chancellor, was telling about the young mind. Even Sachinananda, Vice Chancellor of Rajiv Gandhi University, was also talking about there is no barricade, there is no any sort of differentiation among the community of the students. So what is that we expect now is to see the young minds, in particular young thinking minds. I think this is an opportunity for all such minds to come out with innovative, because one is they have to get inspiration, and that inspiration should lead to innovation. Now the era, as our Honorable Vice Chancellor said, the COVID-19 has not left any sector untouched, and it has posed so many challenges for us. So such being the case, I think it is our now turn to face those challenges and come out with the innovative, solutions for the problems that have been floated. And it is so well said, health is wealth. So, and when health is wealth, then that should be complemented and supplemented through education. So, as our Vice Chancellor said, there should be multidisciplinary approach for any of the problems now. That is what is the COVID has taught us now. It is not that the solution will be seen in one dimension, but it should be through multiple dimensions. So, this is an opportunity for all such young minds to really participate and explore not to expand, and expand in terms of excel. So that's what we expect from the young minds. And to facilitate, let me promise from BMS College of Engineering, sir, we are ready, and we will always keep ourselves in the line to support all such young minds and whatever they need. And even the organizers, let me promise, the BMS College of Engineering, we will be ever ready to support and stand by for organizing such big events. So once again, I thank all the organizers, and also our Honorable Vice Chancellor, and also Vice Chancellor of Rajiv Gandhi University, for giving such a beautiful, insight and the thoughts provoking to the students. And I think students should make use of and thoughts. It is said nearly 56,000 thoughts comes into minds every day. And what type of thoughts? I think we need to filter, and those thoughts should be brought into reality. and reality should be brought into product. That is what the hackathon is going to see, and BMS is also going to sponsor that to some extent for all such brilliant students who are coming out with beautiful solutions for catering to the needs of the society, which will in turn help the health sector through education tools. So with this, once again, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for the inspiring words. And the team at BMSC has been of phenomenal support, and they are as excited as we are in conducting this hackathon, and we seek your support going forward too. Thank you, sir. I now request Mr. Chandramouli, CTO of Shankara Netralaya and mentor at Hackathon, to address the gathering. Over to you, sir.
Thanks everyone. I think it's a great opportunity for me to be part of the team. When I met Hiri last year as a participant and also as a speaker, I think I could really see the enthusiasm of running TechBharat in a bigger way. And post-pandemic, at least, particularly when we talked about new things, what we should be doing for this year, one of the things definitely came up for discussion was hackathon. And considering that we are trying to ignite minds and run some young entrepreneurs and innovators for major discussion, we quickly said, no, we should do something very different this year, and came out with some great ideas, brilliant ideas, which was collaboratively agreed upon. And we were in a position to put together in less than 2 weeks an entire stream of things which we wanted to run and take this big time for a larger audience. I think there's a lot of enthusiasm in terms of taking this forward. Typically, like any other thing, I think we were challenged with many ideas and many observations, and what we should do and what we should not do, and things like that. I think we quickly understood there were a lot of things that we wanted to give it as an opportunity, both in terms of education and also in terms of healthcare, what we should do, and take this beyond. I think the first and foremost, what I did as part of being in healthcare for the last 6 years in Shankara Netralaya, I could really relate to many of the things that we really deal with on a day-to-day basis, particularly whether with dealing with patients or with changing some of the clinical things that we want to do, or taking something new and emerging like the National Digital Health Mission objectives and things like that. So we thought we would make a well-rounded objective in terms of what we wanted to solve, and work on both the disruptive technologies that are coming around and also some of the core problems that we really face on a day-to-day basis. And that evolved broadly a theme which we wanted to solve, with some ideas which we wanted to really think about and work on some of the next big things that we should be looking at to it. Obviously, the things that we wanted to do was primarily on the clinical side as one of those things where a lot of social objectives and other things were to be met. So we definitely look for partners and see who would be the right persons to help us out on some of these things. And we soon recognized that there are a lot of people with similar ideas who can really help us out. And there were also technology players which we wanted to really bring to the table, because one of the bigger challenges is to see that we develop this very quickly and how do you want to take it to the market. And third is also to bring in the channel, energize the entire thing through some ideas which has already been proven, which had been run by many other companies, and also bring in some real good domain expertise into the table. So then we harped on who are the right people who can really engage with us, and thus really evolved a right thinking team now who can really help us in each one of these initiatives. So I'm assisted by a very dynamic and really experienced team of people who are bringing in tremendous value, not only as patrons and sponsors of each one of these areas, we call them as technology partners, but also in running with some of these initiatives. Let me introduce each one of them by name and also probably in terms of what they do. The first and foremost is as a knowledge partner, we have Venugopal, who is assisting us from Pi1 Data, who would have been largely running with digital transformation initiatives for large clients. And we have been ably assisted by Ravi Shankar, the CEO director, on founding member, also as a technology partner for Create Additive Labs.
Mr. Shankar, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Would you like to share your screen, sir?
Oh, sure. Okay. Is this coming up?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Venugopal is the founding director of Pi1 Data, largely specializing in business consulting and technology transformation, and helping startups to build brands and bigger brands to become startups. Because this is another bigger challenge about how to think smart in a corporate world. And we have also have a very illustrious company, Create Additive Labs, who are passionate about bioprinting and 3D printing. Particularly, this is an area which we are also working in Shankar Nethralaya in terms of helping with some of the most advancements using 3D printing. I think this would be another very interesting area, particularly on certain areas, things like dental, which could be very, very transformative. Ravi Shankar will be a jury member and a mentor as well to this stream of things. And RT Lab, another interesting dimension, which is a socially driven enterprise, accredited or recognized by the government of India and things like that. I think it's a very laudable goals they have. Mohan Sundaram, CEO and director, has been part of this team, and I think we are going to see a lot of newer things, particularly on the disability sectors. Interesting technologies being thrown up for a discussion. One of the things that we also wanted to do is to create a kind of a low-code engineering platform which can really accelerate the development of software. Actually, Neutrinos, based out of Bangalore, had been sponsoring this. Their technology platform is available to us for larger use. So I think this could be something very, very disruptive from a value addition perspective. And as jury and mentor, Samik Ghosh will be available for any discussions with their teams. They have agreed to sponsor at least around 2 of those things which are already listed in the website right now, the Hackathon website right now, which I've been discussing. Sukra's healthcare has been a kind of a pioneer in the field of healthcare with over 300 plus clients. I'm definitely from us working in healthcare, it's very difficult to really get a healthcare client overnight. Getting around 300 plus clients is no big joke. And I'm serving around 30 million patient records year on year. It's a tremendous achievement. They bring a tremendous amount of value addition in terms of domain expertise and also working on the field. And he's assisted by Anand, their business head and solution specialist, who will be running a lot of these initiatives along with us, actually. Ideal Tech Labs is another interesting dimension. They are working with the global markets as a new generation accelerator, particularly interested in the mobility space and using some advanced technologies. Assisted by a very young and dynamic CEO, Mahesh Subramaniam. And they have agreed to sponsor mobility solutions for patient care and automation. It'll be interesting to see. What I heard from TechBharat is we have quite a lot of IoT related sponsorship already coming in from students and things like that. I think there are also a couple of more people around. I think I couldn't really introduce each one of them. But I think largely, I think as we really speak, I think more team members will be introduced. And those people will be available on their names will be listed in the website as we really grow around. In terms of the process, what we want to do is being the launch. It's formally open for people to really contribute and register from 30th to 15th of Jan. The registrations are going to be done. The pitch starts from 15th Jan to 30th Jan. Probably that is the time when we really get the shortlist done for the next level of mentoring, or the shortlist in terms of what they need to do, things like that. The 1 month of phase, which we really agreed upon, will be sometime in February, whole of February, where the shortlisted teams will go through the entire final pitches for them to really be ready for our jury presentation, which should happen in the first week of March. We're hoping to do it on the 1st to 3rd of March. Considering the interest that we are trying to get out of the student community and other professional community, I think we may be in for a bigger surprise in terms of more people coming into place. I think now we will closely watch how the responses are, and now we'll try to make the best use of in terms of how much more we can accommodate. I'm sure this 9-track team on the healthcare could just be a starter. I think we may be in for a lot more numbers down the line as we really make TechBharat a greater platform to perform. Thanks everyone. I'm really excited to be part of this entire initiative with great assistance from almost everyone around, and particularly from TechBharat and from all the sponsors and my tech partners. I think we are going to really see some great action in the next 2 months.
Thank you, sir. Descriptive explanation on TechBharat and the various stages and how to participate. So we do have a few questions that has been posted in the questions and the chat box.
Okay.
I request the mentors, Mr. Chandramouli and Dr. Ravi Shankar, and the other eminent panelists present here, to take to answer that. First question is, hi, I am seeing this as a student-centric event. How can startup companies benefit and contribute to the hackathon?
Yeah, it is open for the startup. I don't think it is anything centric to the students. The objective of students being enrolled is to see that we give them an opportunity to be an entrepreneur. It's not restricted to the students itself. I think the startup community can definitely be benefited. I think the good thing is there is already a VC part of this whole grand challenge. I think this could be a greater opportunity for them to come and expand and grow beyond. And the reason that we have so many people assisting on the healthcare particularly is we are bringing a wide amount of industry expertise to really help and take the best and incubate and grow. I don't think it's going to be a limitation.
Thank you, sir. The next question is, the problem statements are vague. If possible, please make the description a bit more elaborate. Before I ask Mr. Chandramouli and others to answer, I would just like to add, if you have any questions with regard to the problem statement, there is a contact number and an email ID mentioned for each problem statement. So you may contact them and to clear all your doubts. I would ask Chandramouli and Dr. Ravi Shankar to answer.
Yeah, I think they can go through, and if they have any such problems, specific problems with respect to the problem that is being floated, definitely they can contact, and we will be at their always support.
Yeah, definitely. I just wanted to add, particularly in the field of healthcare, I think whoever is trying to develop and pitch and come out with the value statements, in particular, I just want them to understand 3 areas. Tech in healthcare can address quality, number 1, and tech in healthcare will address patient engagement and improve the servicing capabilities. And tech in healthcare will try to improve the cost actually, because everyone is worried about the cost. I think these are 3 broad parameters when you really look into any development of these things. So keep this in mind, number 1. Number 2 is this is a very, very broad area actually, because it could be right from head to toe. Any of your things can really be impacted. So keep it in mind to make it much more narrow and centric to a particular area of interest or where you think would be an expertise, and come out with a value statement which could change that part of the world, not boil the ocean. So if you're saying that you're wanting to change, particularly say we have interestingly disability, for example. The disability could be anything. It could be a vision impaired. It could be somebody with a muted leg or a part of a body or things like that. See how you can make lives easier. I think if we can narrow it down, I think that makes the job of evaluation much more simpler, or rather make it more explicit and clear. I think these are some broad ideas. I think the reason that some of these things may probably be vague is now we just wanted to give you pointers, not exactly give you very tactical essays in what you wanted to achieve, because there could be a hell lot of ideas that we wanted to encourage before we can really grow. I think since I drafted most of it, I can definitely see what went into my mind when I drafted those things. I think it's open for discussion. But if you have do face any challenges, please feel free to write to me through the TechBharat support mails. I think we should be in a position to quickly revert to you back.
Thank you, sir. There are a few questions on what is expected from the participants and the entire process, timeline, submission process. So, for the benefit of the audience, can I request you to just briefly explain that, sir?
Sure. I'll just share what I already did so that it's a little more clearer. Is this slide visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Between now to 15th of Jan, the registration is on. We are expecting the participants to really pitch in with their ideas. Technically, a kind of a wireframe would be an ideal thing with some brief about what they wanted to really solve as a document. All those things are required to be uploaded onto the website. A maximum of up to around 3 members can participate during the pitch, because this will be evaluated by the respective jury members in whichever problem statement that they are making around. So there's you can really find the names in their respective problem statements who will be evaluating what. The decision of those people will really be the key for us to really go to the next step. The pitch, when we may close the pitch, is something to be seen. It depends upon the number of entries that we get and how big the responses are. So we may close in a little earlier if the responses are too big. Achieving because we wanted to give as much chance as possible for people to really pitch in, but we expect looking at what could potentially come in, we are maybe looking at around 40 to 50 in each of these areas where the pitch could be done. Depending upon the quality of the pitch and the top 5 to top 6 short list will go for the second round of discussion, which will qualify for a final jury award. The mentor award will be primarily where the juries will really help them out to prepare their fine-tune the pitch presentations and their lines of code and things like that. We are not going to influence your thoughts or ideas. If you come back and say what things are, those could be evaluated and some feedback will be given. And the final award will be the time when the cross-section of juries will be taking a review of the presentations of the shortlist, which should happen in the first week of March, actually. So the outputs of the pitch area are largely your initial ideas. One thing that I wanted to caution is the intellectual property remains of the respective teams. So we are not going to hold that responsible for us. But you definitely need to upload your documents and share your pitch documents and things like that. I think those are your consents that you have to give to us, so that's forming part of our work products for us to really evaluate. The mentoring sessions are largely to help you to fine tune. Again, the ideas and discussions are your own. Actually, don't jump in and do any coding right now. Whatever you have done earlier may not really qualify for a pitch or a mentoring. I think if you're a startup, don't try to bring in code which already exists and do something different. I just wanted to bring it as a matter of caution.
Just so many people has been started asking about what is the policies and all the details. There is you go to the URL hackathon.techbharat.org.in, or else go to the webpage of techbharat.org and you will see a menu called a hackathon. From there also you can enter, and when you enter to hackathon webpage, there will be a policy and a code of conduct is being on the front page itself, on the right hand side, on the top side. So there will be, so that you can go and check what will be the code of conduct, how I can participate, how many number of people can participate, and all the details is mentioned. Please do check before entering to problem statement.
Correct.
Okay. So there is a question on the size of the team that can participate in hackathon. Also, can we introduce hardware related ideas?
Definitely IoT is an area which you can do.
Okay. Dr. Ravi Shankar, do you have anything to add to that? Size of the team that can participate?
Maximum is 4.
Maximum is 4. So for BMS related problem statements, BMS College of Engineering related problem statements, the team size is 4.
Maximum is 4, sir. In any participation, it's restricted to maximum of 3.
Okay. Okay. Also, can you submit solutions for 2 problem statements? I think there is no limit to the number of problem statements you can participate in.
I think they can do it. They can do it.
Okay. Okay.
See, technically they can, but looking at the timeline, it will be difficult to be more than 1 actually.
Yes, that's it.
Excuse me, I have another meeting. Can I take leave?
Sure, Dr. Karisiddhappa. Thank you so much for your time. We are just moving into word of thanks. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So I think that is the end of the questions, gentlemen. We are at the end. Now I request Laghu Udyog Bharati, Mr. Lakshmi, Joint General Secretary of Laghu Udyog Bharati, to deliver the word of thanks. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Vishu. Thanks a lot for the excellent anchoring. A very good evening to all the distinguished members, participants, and invitees. On behalf of Laghu Udyog Bharati Karnataka chapter, may I once again extend a very warm welcome to all the guests present at this very important virtual conference. It is always a great feeling to see such large gathering of government officials from both state and central governments, industry captains, thought leaders, domain experts from education and healthcare participate in this webcast session. Talking about TechBharat 2021, the flagship event jointly hosted by Laghu Udyog Bharati and IMS Foundation, I'm proud to say that along with the Government of India and Government of Karnataka, several education and healthcare institutions and companies are associated with this event, and such events basically showcase the prowess of the state's ability and capabilities to the outside world. As far as the global hackathon event is concerned, we firmly believe that hosting such events provides opportunities to ideators and innovators, a platform to showcase their concepts, which basically will foster easing of standard of living of the masses. As we all know, in a hackathon is an open field for participants to realize executable solutions following a fixed briefing from the organizers. In our case, we have listed 20 plus problem statements in the education and healthcare. Basically, such competitions encourage and strengthen innovative thought processes which can be utilized for the society refinement. More and more nations are now discovering diversity as strength to tap on the nation's innovative power. After all, it is known fact that alternative perspectives results in more and better solutions. And that is what exactly a hackathon does. It's a relatively simple and resource-saving way to tap into the creativity of the developer. It is indeed a pleasant task for me to propose a hearty word of thanks to our chief guests, Dr. Mohit Gambhir, Dr. S. Sachidananda, Dr. Karisiddhappa, Shri D.M. Kiran, Shri Parth Patel, and Shri Vatsal Ganikya, Principal and CTO 100X VC. We are really proud to have such leading luminaries addressing us and sharing their visionary thoughts for the common good of the nation. My special thanks to hackathon mentors Dr. S. Ravi Shankar, Principal, BMS College of Engineering, Dr. Chandramouli, CTO, Shankara Netralaya, and Dr. Sudhindra Kaushik, Chief Innovator, Prasu, who are the principal architects of the global hackathon concept. I also would like to sincerely thank our knowledge partners AICTE, VTU, RGUHS, BMS College of Engineering, PI1, and several others, and investment partner 100x VC, who are standing behind the screen supporting the global hackathon. At the outset, we would like to take this opportunity to assure that Laghu Udyog Bharati Karnataka chapter will continue to cooperate and partner with the state and the central governments and also private sector on improving overall business environment. We look forward to all stakeholders' help and guidance in making this partnership fruitful for the benefit of the industry and overall economy. My personal thanks once again to all our speakers and exhibitors who so graciously accepted our invite and participate in this virtual conference. Thank you very much.
That's all, ladies and gentlemen. We come to the end of the session. I now request you to explore the website hackathon.techbharat.org.in and actively participate in it. So thank you.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure being part of this.
Also, if you have any questions or queries, you may please mail at support@techbharat.org. Thank you. Have a nice day.